Hello, and welcome back. It's Tuesday afternoon, probably about 3, sourcing video. Uh, Again, hot outside. However, where my wife and I, went down to the VOA and to Savers. VOA is 50% off today, so the last Tuesday of each month it's 50% off. So we went down there to find me some more t-shirts. I probably get 8 or 10 new shirts once every couple of years, right? So I was like, hey, let's go find some new ones. Did that, did some sourcing, and picked up a few pretty good goodies for just being at Savers a couple of days ago. Got some stuff there, but that's the thing about the rotation. Now VOA wasn't quite as good, but I found a book that makes up for everything, and then at Savers a couple of sunglasses. So let's find out what it is, what they are. So from VOA, I got this entire stack of these tall, big box CDs. What these are, I mean, they're just tall box, right? So this is the artwork that goes inside. So when you would buy them, these are all sealed. When you buy them, you would just rotate it and put the artwork in. So these are much older. Nothing like real. There's one, the Phantom of the Opera one is like $30. I had to go to Terapeak to find one that was a tall box. And this one right here, I think this is another one that I typed up. It's like 25. And there's a Cinderella one. This is like 30 to 40. There's a handful that's sold in Terapeak. Only one of the ones that I looked up, at least the Phantom of the Opera one, was one that I looked up and I hit the new. The other ones I just went and just kind of saw the price and categorized it as price highest first in Terapeak and saw that that's the price. And if mine are new, they're at least good enough for that value. So it's 50% off there. So these were $1.50 each. So I'll do some kind of scrutinizing and typing and seeing on how I want to piece them together. I may just one entire lot, but this is one of those I have to hand type first and then get pictures and then kind of go from there. But for what they are, not too bad on these. This is Fantastic Lies. This is a 30 for 30. I think it's like an ESPN. Yeah, an ESPN. I saw some of these 30 for 30, 30 at 30. Yeah, 30 for 30s before. This one is probably at least close to $20, if not a little over. So again, this would have been $1. This one, I believe, is a little more. It's like 25, maybe 30. It's either that or this one. It was like 25 or 30. And then the other one would have been closer to 20. Again, regardless of the color, they were still $1 each. And going through the books, there wasn't much. I mean, there was a lot of books, but anything that I scanned, so I think that booksellers had already got there earlier. The shelves, the end of the shelves, a lot of them look like a bookseller got there. They'll just get a bunch of stuff and just put it in their cart and start scanning, and then what they don't want to put on the end and make a vertical stack. Or things will just be, at the very end would be ones that I would actually look up. And like, I didn't find anything in the others. And then on this one second shelf is everything. There's like 8 books that I would have looked up, but nothing else on the other shelves. That kind of lets me know that a bookseller was there. But this one does not have a barcode. So anything that was barcode that I scanned wasn't worthwhile. Then there were only a handful that didn't have a barcode, and this is one that came up that was pretty good. So if we go with my little I don't know, my phrasing. But if you just look at strange words in the title, this is Killing of the Unicorn. Killing Unicorn. That's definitely like what? So type it in, and these books are minimum listed like $60, and they sell for anywhere from 50 to 100. So I grabbed it. It is not signed. Wish it were. It is not. I'm trying to see on which edition this is. Copyright 1984. So it could be. Oh no, it's a first edition. So could be. Then over at Savers would have been 20% off any of the stickers that are going to be on here. Real CIA. It's not really a fast-selling book. Terapeak shows like 20 of them that have sold for $30, $40. So that would have been like $4. It'll be over £1, but still, regardless, it's a book that sells. This Pocket Sacraments and Reconciliation. Claim looks like it's been open a few bucks or a few times. This one is a 2020, it looks like. And these are like $40. 20% off that. It was like a $30 to $40 DVD set. 20% off that. This is Roy Rogers Farewell Concert with Real Rogers, Dale Evans, Sons of the Pioneers. So country, kind of gospel country. Kerrville Folk Festival, The Highlight. So this in a 5-disc set. And so I had to go to Terapeak for it to confirm. In a 5-disc set, these are $80 to $100. I'm going to suspect that the Highlights is part of that 5-disc set. And if it's 5 for $100, I could probably put this up for. I'll probably end up getting like $20 for it, just as a replacement. And this Bonnie Raitt DVD and CD combo, I want to say it's like mid-20s. So these are $2, so 20% off those. And the manager had a cart that had a bunch of sunglasses and frames that weren't priced yet. So I started going through them and just kind of put my hand in there and pull everything all the way up as I can. Just start going through them one by one. There's 5 or 6 that I looked up and 2 that I brought home with me. So these are Oakley Radar Lock, bright yellow, like $50, $60. And they are legit. They have the proper Oakley inscription on there. They have the proper texture, actual serial number on it. Not like a serial number, but the series number. Fake ones typically won't have that on there. And a lot of times this oval will start to be worn down. And that's just my experience. I may have a pair of fake ones and they sell and I never hear about it. But for the most part, you could feel and just kind of look at the extra quality and the plastic that they're made out of. You can tell it's different. So there's those. But the first pair that were in the cart, or if you're across the pond in the trolley, in the actual like seat hopper part is where I put the stuff I have to look up. It could be meaty or whichever. If it has to be looked up hand typed, it goes just on the seat part. So I had the 5 or 6 pairs, and the very first pair are these Ray-Bans right here. These are called Ray-Ban Daddio. Ooh. And they are made in Italy, so that it's even a little better yet. I'm like, oh, sweet, Ray-Bans made in Italy. This is RB 2015 Daddio. So if you type these up, no matter the variations, RB connected to the 2015 or the RB spaced, it's easier if you just type in Ray-Ban Daddy. Ooh. The only pair that's listed right now is $300. The recent solds of these, which there haven't been many, 2 or 3, one sold for 107, 108, the other one for a little under 300. So if I go to Terapeak and see that the mean is right around 200, I can get myself a pair of $200 frames. So if I say 150 and 50, that's 2. Say 100 for this first edition, that's 3. 3, 4, 5. I'm just going to say 6 to make that easier. 7. Probably another 700, maybe a little more. Oh, as for sales today, it was 160 that went out. There's some manifesto book. It was like 40, 45 bucks. 3 investigators, something about a serpent, the mystery of the serpent. That was like 35 bucks. A pair of $25 frames. And I think it was like a CD or a DVD. It wasn't much for that one. 20 bucks, maybe. Was it 4? It was 4. Yeah, I know that. But, yep, that's it. So if you like what you heard, like what you saw, like what you learned, look out for books that don't have barcodes. Tell me, comment, sub, share, help me, help you, help other people learn about physical media. Appreciate it. Thank you.